Yo, so we back with another episode of Behind the Animation. We working on Gotta Be Mo. Let's get into it. So today we working on this Jermaine and Alyssa TikTok. If you haven't already, make sure you follow their TikTok page. I also post it here on YouTube Shorts, so if you don't follow us on TikTok or Instagram, I should be posting it here. And if you haven't seen that, you should go check it out. So what I basically did was I found a really popular sound on TikTok, and I wanted to make Jermaine and Alyssa do some stuff like that because I want you guys to get to know them outside of the episodes. And we'll also have exclusive videos on those other social medias, so those will be in the description down below. So if you check out what I'm doing, I got it in like a time lapse, so it's going really fast. But if you look around Jermaine's head, I have so many like dials. I can make them do so many different things. I can show so many different expressions. When you see the full video, you'll be able to see. But like right here, I'm even making his hand scroll on the phone. Like when I tell y'all the detail on these new episodes, it's gonna be beyond anything that I've ever put out. I really think y'all gonna like it. Some people usually ask how long it takes me to do certain videos like this. And for this specific TikTok, I want to say it was like 30 seconds. And it took me around 2 days. Now, it didn't take me 2 full days. It took me like 2 days of me working on it for like 2 to 3 hours each time. This one's a little more difficult, and I took my time on it because I really wanted their movements to be as realistic as possible. I still got some work to do, but we definitely getting there. Like, I'm really happy with how this turned out for sure. Also, let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see me do with Jermaine and Alyssa, because right now we're still writing the script. We're working on episode 3. I want to say we're going to have around 10 episodes, and it's going to take a little while. So while we're working on these episodes, I want to keep putting out these short form content on the YouTube Shorts and the TikToks and the Instagram Reels so that we could keep content going up until we get ready to start animating on the season. And it would be dope to have them doing some of the same things that you see other couples do on social media, whether that be like pranks or vlog videos or anything like that. Like, what if I even had them sit down and do like a mukbang video or whatever you call it, where they sit down and eat? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to go crazy with it. You know what we actually could do to like kind of get these ideas going? If you guys follow the Jermaine and Alyssa TikTok, if you see like any couple videos or popular sounds that you think I should have them do, could you guys inbox them to me on TikTok? That way I could put them in here. And now that this one is done, I will show you the final product.
Who was interested first? Who said I love you first? Who's more protective?
Alright, moving on. If you want to see the full thing, check out the YouTube Shorts. Now we getting into the basketball animation. So this one, let me tell y'all how I set this up. I went online and I found this video of the professor doing crossover moves. Now if you know who the professor is, you know. I had to find somebody that had crazy handles. And he do tutorial videos, so there would be videos of him standing right in front of the camera where I could like kind of line Jermaine up and use it like that. Like, this is one of the coolest parts about using Moho, is that you could put a video in there and kind of like animate over it. So what I'm basically doing is animating Jermaine doing the same exact crossovers as the professor. Now let me tell you, this was difficult. This one took me even longer than the other TikTok because the first time I went through and did it, it looked weak. Like, I was mad that I was so mad that I deleted the whole thing and restarted. Now the second time around, it looked a lot better. I'm not gonna lie, it looked a lot better. As you can see, I'm like lining him up with the professor perfectly, getting the dribble moves right. I'm not gonna lie, Jermaine is gonna be elite when y'all see him on the court this season. So if you guys ever use Moho and you want to get into animation, I think a really good way to practice the animation is to put a video in there and kind of move your character to move exactly like the video in the background, because then it'll kind of help you with like pacing and like timing and stuff like that. This really helped me with this dribble animation, and I feel like every time I do like a basketball animation, I might put a video back there and get me a decent little reference to kind of look at or to move with so that I can get some really good basketball moves down. And I know y'all hear about me using reference images a lot. If you've been following me for a while, you know I can draw really well. I just use reference images to speed up the time. But I say all that to say I really didn't use a reference image to like draw this basketball court background. This was the part that I was most excited about because it was just a random idea I had. I was like, okay, what if I drew up like a neon basketball court that he could play on for like TikTok videos or like, I don't know, just some quick stuff that I could put together. And when I came up with this, I was hyped. Like from that moment forward, I knew this video was gonna be good. Now the crossover, and when you see the full video, you're gonna notice that the crossover isn't as clean as I would want it to be. You know what? I'm my own worst critic because it's not as clean as I would want it to be. But everybody I showed it to was like, yeah, that's fire. So you know how it goes. But yo, when I play this full clip, pay attention to the hezzy. The hezzy is crazy. That part, the first part of the animation, I feel like is on point. Like I couldn't have did that first part any better. So next we're gonna get straight into this final product so y'all can kind of see what I came up with, and then we go get into the question of the day. All right, y'all, so let's get into the question of the day. I'm gonna go through a couple of these comments and kind of just go through them and answer questions and, you know, just respond to them. So the first one we got, been watching, Vion, I wanna say Vion Jefferson, says, been watching you since I was 16 and now I'm 22. Glad to see you back in the groove of things, bro. Looking forward to this reboot. My favorite, right next to Hey Antoine. Yo, thank you so much for that. I actually thought of this video idea of redrawing up the characters from like my old parodies because I didn't take time to like really draw those characters out. I just like drew them fast because it was back in the day when I didn't know nothing about smart bones or like head turns and all like that. I just drew them straight. So I might do a video like redoing those characters to kind of see, you know, if I can, how much better I've gotten throughout the years. I think it's always good to show that process. My bad, this desk is like all squeaky if y'all hear that. So and then there's another one that says, been a fan since I was 8, now I'm 15. Yo, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys still staying around because I know I've made a lot of changes throughout the years, and I know it's not easy to stay with Lil Ron Ron switching to a different channel and me not doing the parodies as much. I know it's kind of difficult to stick around and still support, but I really appreciate y'all for doing that. Like, honestly, y'all the reason why I'm still here posting these videos. I really couldn't do it without y'all. Sports Fan 2000 says, loving the new design, although I will miss the simplistic art style. But hey, I adapt to change very well, so it won't hurt me as long as the series is still lit. Yo, I appreciate that, man. People come through and they give their honest opinion. The simple art style was great, but as I got older and like I learned more about the program, I'm like, I really want to show the stuff that I've learned throughout those years. So that was the reason for the new design. And if you guys follow how I've like rebooted, this is like the third reboot of Gotta Be Mo. It gets better every time though, but every time I change the design, and I really feel like this is a nice design that we can stick with. This next one says, it's from Dana W. It says, I love this. Who needs cable or regular TV when we have YouTube? I look forward to this. Yo, thank you for that. We were actually thinking about seeing if there's a way we could put the series on Amazon. And it was an idea, but I don't know if we're gonna do that. I think we probably stick to YouTube and just keep it, you know, one of those things that's exclusive for you guys that you can come to YouTube and watch whenever. Rogers Entertainment, yo, shout out to him. It says, Happy New Year, fam. I'm getting back to work on my cartoons. Your stuff keeps me inspired and motivated. Yo, thank you, man. I'm glad I could do that, man. I'm glad I could do that. This next comment will probably be the last one that I go over, but I kind of really, no, I'll go through a couple more, but this one I really wanted to get into. It says, I love this series. I'm glad you have an interracial relationship in this one. I think more of your shows should have this type of content. When I first started, my channel was big on having, you know, African-American cartoons, like based, like mostly African-American cartoons, because like you can't just go on TV and watch those. Like, of course, nowadays you got the Proud Family, before we had the Boondocks, but you know, the Boondocks doesn't come on anymore. Proud Family is back though. I actually might drop a video about the Proud Family soon, but I just want to appreciate you for being okay with that. There's so many people who come in the comment section and get mad that it's an interracial relationship. I don't really I mean, I get it, but I don't, you know, I don't understand it from their perspective. If you guys know me, if you follow my personal life, if you follow my vlog channel, you know that I'm in an interracial relationship. All of my kids are mixed. So yeah, but then this is crazy because this is actually the only show I have an interracial relationship on. All the rest of them aren't. So when people come in and be like, get mad about it, I'm like, this is the first time I've done this in any of my shows. But yeah, it's whatever. People are gonna think the way that they think. The next one, The Layer Productions. Good job, man. I've never used Moho. How is it? I like Moho, but it's a lot of stuff that I kind of wish I still have in Anime Studio, if that makes sense. Like, there's certain ways that you can move the bones that I can't do in Moho because I don't really understand how. Whereas in Anime Studio 9, I would have had it down packed. So I guess that's what I could say about that one. Shout out to Marcus Bambro. He says Cartoon Connect's the best. I support you no matter what. Oh shoot, we're 5 minutes into this. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll do one more. The next one is can you upload character bodies to your website? I am thinking about doing that. I put some on Google Drive. If you guys want to check out the video that's titled I Need Your Guys' Help, there is some character models on there that you guys can download and kind of mess with, because I was asking if you guys wanted to help me create the series, which if you could, that would be great. So I'll stop at the comments there. I'll do more comments in my next video, but thank you guys so much for all the support. Leave comments down below. In the next video, I'm going over more comments. Let me know what type of content you want to see the behind the scenes of We Gotta Be Mo. Like I said, we're writing episode 3 right now, so we got a decent amount of ways to go, but you know, stay tuned. I'm gonna keep bringing y'all heat up until we get ready to start working on that season. I go by the Cartoon Connect. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video.
Let me tell you, I had enough. Lately I've been feeling stuck. Everything been getting rough. But I know I gotta get up. Yeah, cause I'm the one chasing dreams. I'm on a run. Hey, I'm on a run. It's like, look at what I've done. Took a couple L's before I won. I took it.